Traditional character modeling is a grind. Sculpting, retopology, texturing, rigging. It can take weeks just to get one warrior ready for battle. Today, we are pushing the limits of what's possible with a tool called Hitem 3D, and we will use Blender to optimize it. We are going from a single 2D concept to a fully rigged gladiator battle. Let's dive in. For this scene, I want a gladiator that feels battle worn, intricate armor, leather straps, and a menacing helmet. Usually, this level of detail will be a nightmare to model by hand. We are using the new Heighten 3D version 2.0. They have recently upgraded their texture, rendering, and geometry resolution. We aren't just getting a blob anymore. We are looking for production-ready assets. Look at that, the geometry is clean, but here is the real game changer: model segmentation. If you want to rig a character, you need parts to move independently. Item's 3D new segmentation feature allows you to define the armor, the limbs, and the weapons. This makes the transition to Blender incredibly smooth. Check out the texture detail on the bronze plate. Version 2.0 really stepped up the resolution. Here, it even handles the bas relief style on the chest plate perfectly. Now we export. Hitem 3D has a dedicated Blender plugin, which makes the workflow seamless. No more messing around with weird FBX import settings. Because the AI handled the heavy lifting of the mesh, I can jump straight into rigging. Since we use segmentation, the mesh is already organized. This is the maker dream. I'm focusing on the creativity and the animation rather than the tedious labor of vertex pushing. Now for the fun part, we need an opponent. I use Hitem 3D to quickly generate a second heavy gladiator and some environment props. From a flat image to a living breathing warrior in under 7 minutes. I'm genuinely impressed how far the Hitem 3D generation has come. Hitem 3D is becoming an essential tool in my workflow, especially for rapid prototyping and asset creation for games and animations. I definitely think it's something you should try out and see how it can be of benefit in your workflow. I have found this to be a tool that saves time, and it provides usable 3D models that can be further modified in Blender to suit your project. Alright, so I went ahead to align the characters, and then what I did was import the animations from Mixamo and then combine them using the nonlinear animation to join the different animations together. So then I went ahead to animate the characters move into position to an area when they are very close to each other, so I can make that interaction between the first character slashing movement and the second one. So this was pretty easy to do, and then I went ahead to turn on the rendered mode. So I didn't need to set up any complex texturing to achieve this, since the materials already came in from the model from Hitem 3D. All I did was add a bump map and put in the color into the height and then increase the strength. So this gave this extra details and depth to the model. You can see it's looking really good. You can play around with the strength. Then I went ahead to import a sword, and then I went into the pose mode, parent it to the arm bone, and now we have the character holding a sword. As I go ahead and play the animation, you can see the character swings the sword and slashes the other one. So you just have to time the animations properly so that it occurs simultaneously as if they happen all at once. So you can really take a good look at this. After setting up the scene, now we have the character cheering. So after setting up my camera, this was the view that I came up with. I tried different camera angles, but I think this really sells the animation. Alright, so I really believe that I could achieve great results with this tool. What do you think about it? Would you give it a try? Hit that like button and subscribe for more 3D content. What should I build next? Let me know in the comments. Check out the official website at the link below. I will see you in the next one.